Hi, it's Laura. Welcome back. I'm just about to send this in the mail. This is a custom junk journal order from a wonderful woman in Alberta, and she lives in the Rocky Mountain area. And so she chose this cover, The Light of Western Stars. How perfect is that for where she lives? It's a really cool 1920s book, a Zane Grey book, and I've added some vintage beads down the side and some ribbons that match the cover, and this antique knob here, which is just delightful. Isn't that pretty? It's a little brass knob. And let me take you on a little journey of this. So this will not be going in my shop, which is hyperstamper.etsy.com. But you're welcome to go there and check out all of the other ones. So in here, I probably overstuffed this. She gave me a very long list of things that she likes and asked me to choose a few. I just did them all. So wait till I show you the things that I found for this. It's just hilarious. This is a 1930s version of the Canadian National Anthem, which is changed since then, so it's kind of cool to see the original one. And this is from 1937, and it's about the Prairie Provinces, and this is an antique map here. Look at this, and there is her province there. Is that wonderful? I just think that is so beautiful. I think she's going to get a real kick out of that. So let me take you through the rest of the journal. I'll try to go fast. She also liked fashion, so I got her this 1926 fashion page from the Delineator. Look at that. It's got the peach tones in it there. Absolutely stunning fashions. And she likes art and museums. So this is from the 1890s, Demarest Family Magazine. You can't get more art specific than the Mona Lisa. And some other wonderful pieces here. And she's got some spaces to journal here, and this wonderful little piece I pulled out of an antique book that's "Be kind in all you say and do, that others may be kind to you." And I wish I could put that in every single journal. And here we go. This is a 1914 book. Here, she likes old maps. So here's one. So there's another one besides the one I just had there, and that was from the inside of an antique atlas, actually. And then over here, I have from 1898 from the Calgary Herald. Can you believe that? And this was a summary of a news article that was hand typed. And she likes cats and dogs and horses. So I've got a little cat image here. When you order a custom journal from me, it doesn't cost much more, pennies really, but you get everything you want in it. So it's kind of fun. Look at this. You can't see this slide. It's pretty cool, but it is the mountains in Banff, which is in her province, Lake Louise, and August 1962. How cool is that to have a 61-year-old slide in there? So I think she will love that. This beautiful country, journaling tag, antique paper there, and another one here. Children's book page, but beautiful full color. Look at the marbling in that antique paper there. I don't know if the camera will capture it. It's absolutely stunning. And just a little piece in this little hidden pocket. And over here we have more journaling and another hidden pocket here with some vintage stamps in it from the 50s, but the stamps are quite a bit older. Isn't that neat? I really like that. So she's going to have fun with that because she also likes to travel. So I put traveling things in here. And there's a vintage ledger page, and look at that, all the balloons throughout history and bridges. She may have traveled to some of those. Another fashion page from a German magazine, so I won't take the time to unfold it, but it's gorgeous, just gorgeous. More antique paper here, and because she likes museums, I pulled all of these from a 1937 book on the different pieces. These are from the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, and then this is from a 1920s book here on advertising, province of Alberta, and Calgary Herald again. Just really cool historic pieces that she's really going to have fun with, I hope. Kind of like a little scrapbook instead of a junk journal. Now she likes haunted houses. And I thought they didn't have haunted houses, wasn't a thing in the 18 and early 1900s because, that's just really a modern thing. So I was trying to think, well, how am I possibly going to find this? And then I remembered I had that scrapbook from 1937, and I went through it, And I thought, well, this kind of looks like a could be. So I Googled it. The House of Seven Gables, built in 1668 in Salem, Massachusetts. That's a obviously post 1930s postcard. And sure enough, it is the most haunted house in Salem. And these are the garden of the House of the Seven Gables. Look. So I hope these cards aren't haunted, but I think she's going to be thrilled with that. Like, how cool is that? Those are originals. That's pretty darn cool. And some antique stamps from Canada, because she's Canadian and she likes botanicals. So I added botanicals. There's her dogs, and here's her fashion from the 1920s. How's that? Pretty cool, huh? And then here is just a Canadian business card, and that would have been from about the turn of the century, 1890s to 1900. And a pearl shop receipt there, just for fun. Another vintage stamp. Another really cool encyclopedia page. And back here is another old map. Look at that. It's from the 1920s, that one. Love it. Typing pages, vintage. And I've got a pocket here that I'm going to put another little secret thing for her in. And embroidery. This is for travel here. Wonderful piece from a 1930s book as well. And I'll be happy here. She loves artwork, so this is a Renoir. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? And that is from a vintage art book. And look at this one here. This is really cool. So this is from a Canadian book. This is Fashions of the 1880s. So there's that one there. And then over here, mid-Victorian costumes. I was thrilled. And there's more in here. And because she likes to travel, I pulled this page from an antique book called New Worlds to Conquer. And here is another travel page here and museum page. I love it. So I think she will too. And then back here is just another really sweet little dog piece. Botanical vintage. This is from the 1920s. Little kittens. Little poem there. And this is just really pretty. Whoop, got a little bit of stuff there. Little spot in here to journal, and here. New Worlds to Conquer again up there. Botanicals. Little notepad here that I'm putting in all my journals this week. And here is a wonderful vintage postcard from another province that she lived in. And another, this is a different one from the Calgary Herald, a word of advice. So that's kind of fun. I like that as well, I know. And then over here, I have a princess who was the queen before she became queen, Queen Elizabeth, and her two little dogs. And this is just a really fun travel piece here from a vintage book. Isn't that neat? Look at the old card. And, oh, this is from 1925. It's gorgeous. And the reason I pulled it is because it has a Museum of Fine Arts in Massachusetts on this side. Okay, and then speaking of old maps that I know she likes, I pulled another one of these little dust covers from a small pocketbook. Yeah, isn't that lovely? And from an antique book, this one's called Expressing Yourself and The Happy Time Again. Beautiful owl from 1939 Birds of America book. A couple of vintage playing cards, both Hello Canada and Niagara Falls. And then this one here, again, fashion being one of her interests. So got some beautiful 1800s fashions there, and kittens on the other side because she likes cats too. And then this is another page that's from 1895 as well as this one, September 26, 1895. Just love it. Love it. Art from museum book, and there is the just a wonderful travel one, and very old paper in the back for journaling on. These little guys are an adventure. Discovering a mystery, and she likes murder mysteries. I couldn't find any vintage adult murder mystery ones. I found lots of Nancy Drew and that sort of thing. And here is the last page of a book there, the end of this book. And another dog cat. So I hope she loves it as much as I love making it for her. Please come back soon and we'll have more. Bye for now.